I'm John Webb. As we come on the air tonight in primetime, the wife of a Spokane businessman confirming her husband was killed in a plane crash in Montana Friday. What we're learning tonight. Plus, a bombshell lawsuit filed by more than a dozen formerly incarcerated individuals alleging they endured sexual assault while in custody. And later, neighbors from across Spokane taking the opportunity to connect with their elected leaders. How the Spokane Neighborhood Summit works.
And today, the inland northwest saw a lot of moisture as well as some strong winds. I'll let you know what to expect next. NonStop Local Primetime starts right now.
Covering the content connecting your community. You're watching a special edition of NonStop Local KHQ.
We start tonight's broadcast with an image from the Selkirk Mountains. This is a new snow monitoring site for the Idaho Panhandle Avalanche Center. This photo captured this morning, and believe it or not, there is 15 inches of snow up there as we speak. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight in Primetime. I'm John Webb, alongside weather forecaster Rosemary Wright. 15 inches of snow and more is on the way?
Yes, absolutely. Already we got a lot of moisture today. Some of it liquid, some of it frozen. And ahead, you can expect even more wet weather. With that, we do have multiple weather alerts across the region right now. The areas in tan have wind advisories. As for the areas in purple, well, you all have winter weather advisories right now. You can actually see that system that passed over today. Green is where we captured rain. Pink is sleet. And of course, that beautiful blue color, that is where the region saw snow. This system brought with it some pretty strong wind gusts as well. We got up to 52 miles per hour for the city of Spokane. Other areas breaking into the 40s or 30s. With that, we also saw some cooler daytime highs, got up to 51 degrees in the metro area today. 48 was the high for Moses Lake, just 35 degrees for higher elevations like Lookout Pass. And tonight, you can expect it to be another chilly one. Much of the region will be at or near freezing as we continue to see more moisture through the rest of Saturday night and into tomorrow, Sunday. Again, reminder, green is where we're seeing rain, blue is snow, and then pink is sleet. So again, some areas are certainly set to get more snow. Coming up here, we'll talk about just how much to expect in the coming days and how to stay safe on those roads. John?
Looking forward to that, Rosemary. Thank you. Right now, Spokane police investigating a shooting that happened early this morning at Audubon Park. SPD says officers responded to the area around 2:40 this morning. They found shell casings at the scene, but couldn't confirm if there was a suspect or if anyone was injured. This is an ongoing investigation. To a developing story tonight, we're learning that a Spokane businessman was among those identified in a deadly plane crash near the airport in Lincoln, Montana. Dan Arota's wife said Dan was traveling for a hunting trip on Facebook. He owned Arota's auto RV and car and RV, I should say, and Arota Mitsubishi in Spokane. The crash is under investigation by the Lewis and Clark County Sheriff's Office. Got a crime tracker alert to tell you about tonight. 15 Washington residents previously incarcerated at the Spokane County Juvenile Detention Center testifying they were sexually abused by detention center guards. A lawsuit was filed against Spokane County. The suit alleges the assaults happened between 1983 and 2010. It includes offenses like grooming and sexual abuse of kids ages 12 to 18. The suit also names two guards who worked at the facility for years, William Lamb and Raphael Gray. For more information on this story, head to our website, that's KHQ.com.
We're in constant communication with the city leaders.
Well, the city of Spokane brought neighbors and city leaders together today for this year's Neighborhood Summit, an opportunity for residents to learn more about how to turn civic conversations into community action. NonStop Local's Will Glasby was there and brings us into focus on this year's discussions.
This year's Neighborhood Summit at Gonzaga's Hemmingson Center behind me brought together residents from across Spokane's 29 neighborhood councils and provided them the opportunity to meet face-to-face with city departments and learn how to make their neighborhoods stronger.
As I look across this room, there are so many friendly faces, and we could not be more thrilled to be here with you today.
That spirit of connection sustained a constant presence during Saturday's event, a morning packed with workshops, panels, and community conversations.
The goal of bringing neighbors and city departments, different community organizations together today is really just to form connections and allow an opportunity for education. We work with our 29 different neighborhood councils across the city of Spokane and are regularly engaging neighbors and residents around common questions.
From street projects to public safety, neighbors say the communication line with City Hall has grown stronger.
The city council members come to our meetings and give us city updates. We have a city rep that comes every month, and so we're in constant communication with the city leaders.
And for those just getting started, it's about realizing how easy it can be to get involved.
And it's super easy actually to be connected with city representatives. It wasn't until I joined that I was like, oh, this is something that we can do as a neighborhood. We can bring these concerns to the city. We can bring our voices.
And organizers hope that message continues long after today's summit ends.
I would encourage everyone to seek out their neighborhood council, attend one meeting, see if you like it, see if you're interested, whether you've got a concern or not. It's a great way to meet people, get connected, and hear about things that are happening in your neighborhood.
The city says it's those face-to-face interactions that help build and maintain long-term trust, with residents and departments working together to find solutions one neighborhood at a time. Reporting in Spokane, Will Glasby, NonStop Local.
Will, thank you. New tonight in primetime, State Route 290 along Trent Avenue and Vista back open after a train caught on fire. Take a look at your screen here. The cause of the fire remains unknown tonight, and we have no word on whether there were any injuries or not. Got a recall alert to let you know about Hormel Foods Corporation recalling more than 4.8 million pounds of frozen chicken due to a potential metal contamination. That's according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food and Safety Inspection Services. Impacted products include chicken breasts and thighs. They were distributed nationwide between February 10th and September 19th, 2025. Hormel says the metal shards came from a piece of conveyor belt. Thankfully, no injuries to report tonight. Happening this weekend, the annual Mount Spokane Ski Patrol Swap at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center on North Havana Street. Whether you're shopping for yourself, your kids, or just checking it out, you can find deals on skis, snowboards, clothing, helmets, goggles, and kids items. There's also cross-country equipment there. The swap brings in more than 24,000 items for public purchase and offers a 25% off discount on Sunday to cap off the weekend.
We're 100% volunteer organization, so without the community support, coming in and looking at new gear and purchasing new gear for the season, we wouldn't be able to keep supporting ourselves as well as the volunteer ski patrol. So it's important for the community to come in.
All proceeds collected from the sales will go to benefit the Mount Spokane Ski Patrol's life-saving efforts, a nonprofit volunteer organization. It funds operation costs there. It's that time of the year. We're all looking forward to it. So we come tonight in primetime. Federal workers are now facing a new month with no source of income as the government shutdown continues. We hear from workers about the impacts. Plus, windy, wet weather bringing substantial rainfall to portions of Texas. We take you to Fort Worth.
Wind and wet weather here in the inland Northwest too. We'll check it out together next with your full forecast.
Well, powerful thunderstorms hammering Fort Worth, Texas overnight, causing significant street flooding and knocking out power to thousands of customers. Powerful winds knocking down trees, power lines, and damaging buildings, causing community members to duck for cover in fear of a larger storm.
I was just glad we didn't get in the hail, because hail really destroyed stuff. I had vehicles destroyed by hail before. But the wind was blowing so hard, it was so scary, and then the power just went out. And when the power went out, I said, oh boy, what's going on now? But I pray it's not a tornado.
Reports of a possible tornado, but the National Weather Service has not confirmed that a tornado touched down there in Texas. Joining weather forecaster Rosemary Wright here in the Weather Center. They had some rain today, and I don't know if you got outside and saw it this evening, but there is a double rainbow in downtown Spokane.
Yes, there was a beautiful double rainbow. Yeah. Our own Ainsley Anderson reporter was sending us photos.
Reporting live from the scene, right?
Yes, and that wasn't the only activity we saw today in the weather world. We've got two viewers, John and Jan. They said tonight in downtown Spokane it was quite windy as they were trying to walk around, even driving into the area. Taking a look at conditions that we've got right now, well, we're at 45 degrees in Spokane, 46 degrees in Coeur d'Alene, about half past the hour. Double-digit wind gusts still holding strong, and humidity nice and high, as of course we had this beautiful system passing over the region today, traveling northeast. All of the green that you see is rain that it brought us versus the blue and the pink. Well, that's where we got a little bit of snow or even sleet. As for our gusts during this period of time, take a look at this. We broke into the 50s for the city of Spokane just over the last 24 hours. Coeur d'Alene not far behind, with gusts reaching 37 miles per hour. And other areas across the inland Northwest sitting pretty windy as well. Those winds are set to continue overnight and into tomorrow morning. So for all of the areas in tan, including Spokane and Kootenai counties. We do have wind advisories set to expire tomorrow, Sunday at 9 a.m. Reminder that these advisories can always be extended or expanded, so we'll continue to keep you updated. Taking a look at what we're expecting from these gusts overnight. Here's a peek at tonight, Sunday at 2 a.m. So you can see 43 miles per hour at that time, 47 in Ritzville, and of course 39 miles per hour for Coeur d'Alene. Those winds will slowly but surely calm throughout the day tomorrow, Sunday, but even along our southern border here in Washington could continue to pick up at least through to Monday morning. With that, I'm putting our trash can wind meter for the city of Spokane overnight at down the street. Reminder, anything over 28 miles per hour can pick up your can and move it quite a distance. And it's not only your cans that you need to secure. Want to make sure that you're picking up anything that you have outside that could easily be moved by the winds. This could be tools that you left outdoors, the cushions on your outdoor furniture, anything. And of course, prepare for possible power outages, maybe some damage to trees, and stay extra safe on the roads too. Turning now to our highs, it's not only the wind that we're keeping an eye on. Looks like temperatures will be at just 49 degrees tomorrow for Spokane, 50 the expected high for Coeur d'Alene, with the rest of the inland northwest following suit in the 40s and 50s. We do have a winter weather advisory for all of the areas in purple, including Walla Walla, as well as Columbia, Washington, and even Clearwater, Idaho, and Idaho County, Idaho. That's because the system is expected to bring us not only more rain, but also more snow for some areas. Here's a look at tomorrow, Sunday at 2 p.m. Those showers are really coming down in the metro area at that time. And then by Monday at around 5 a.m., wee hours of Monday morning, that system has pretty much traveled east from us. Further inland, things should dry up around that time. Some areas are expecting to gather a little bit of snow. Want to let you know there's a lot of instability in the atmosphere right now. With that comes uncertainty in the forecast, but Coeur d'Alene could see as much as an inch. Not the city of Coeur d'Alene, but perhaps other areas of Kootenai County. More likely that we'll actually see snowfall in those higher elevations like Lookout Pass, so I wouldn't get out your snow boots just yet, Lake City. Now looking at our next 7 days here, again, 40s to start off your week for Spokane, return to the 50s by Tuesday, where we're coasting for the rest of the week into the weekend. Saturday is set to be quite windy though. Now looking to Coeur d'Alene, 50s to start off the week there. Sporadic rain throughout much of this next week, high of just 47 degrees on Monday, return to the upper 50s by Saturday. So that's your forecast. John?
Rosemary, there was some garbage cans that were knocked over in my neighborhood. I would imagine the wind probably was the factor in that, unless you were driving around my neighborhood recently.
Well, you know, I was, but I will say I didn't hit any cans.
Okay, all right.
I'll blame Mother Nature for that one.
Well, yeah, we'll blame her on that one. All right, Rosemary, thank you. If you're a fan of college football in the Inland Northwest, I've got some good news for you. That's coming up in just 2 minutes.